Okay, Abbotsford's on a rampage in March, and we're going to talk about the stats, why I think it's on a rampage, and all of that stuff. And yeah, let's get into it. I am that agent Kelly. I talk about Canadian real estate in my local market of Abbotsford and the Fraser Valley. And hey, if you guys get any value or entertainment from this channel, subscribe to it, like this video. If you want to chat with me, you can do so by scrolling down into the description, clicking on the link I provided that goes right into my calendar so you can book a time to chat with me within that calendar. All right, let's start with the detached segment of the market and see what's been happening there lately. So detached is up about 40K since just January. The bulk of those gains have been made in the last month in March, going up 30K just in March alone, which is roughly a 3.5% gain since January. And if we look at the sales ratio of Abbotsford detached, it was only at a 7% sales ratio in January, which is a pretty well ice cold buyer's market. And just in 2 months, we've gone from 7% now to 34% in March, which is a scorching hot seller's market. That's how fast things change. And days on market, we're sitting around 13 days on market for a detached home, which will probably go down even more after we get the April statistics. Abbotsford townhomes, so this one was actually surprising me because I'm selling mostly townhomes right now. And to me, the Abbotsford townhome market feels ridiculously hot. I feel like prices went up 30 or 40,000. So maybe, you know, at the start of March, prices were going down, and then halfway through March, they started going up. And that's why on the stats, it's not registering as a gain, because maybe the gains only happened halfway through the month. But to me, personally, it felt like townhomes were really hot, and townhomes basically registered a flat month for March. However, if we look deeper into the statistics, you'll see that townhomes have a sales ratio of 48%, which is a ridiculous sales ratio, because as we know, anything over 20% is a seller's market, so we're more than double a normal seller's market. Anytime you're over about 20% for an extended period of time, prices will go up. So if you're sitting at 48%, prices are just going to go up a lot faster. So I will be completely shocked if we do not register a price gain for the April statistics. Let me quickly jump back to detached here because I forgot. So in the detached market, we see inventory fighting for its life. It's trying to go up, but it's just instantly got rejected back down and is now on a downward trajectory again. And here's the thing. Historically, pretty well every single March, we see inventory start to rocket, right? If we just go back and look at every single previous year, we see around March, April, February, inventory starts rising. This year, inventory is going down, which is completely uncharacteristic of our real estate market here. There's probably been a few years ever in history where this has been the case. Currently right now, inventory is dropping while sales are rocketing. And in the townhome market, it is no different. It's the exact same. Apartments, now this is the very hot segment of the Abbotsford market, going up $20,000 in 1 month in March, which is essentially over a 5% gain in 1 month, which obviously if we were to annualize that, that's like a 60% annual gain, which probably wouldn't happen, but 5% in 1 month, that's a big gain. That's a hot market, right? And if we look at the sales to actives ratios for apartments, 55%. Like this is basically 2021 sales ratios. Not quite, but very hot. Maybe like a 2016 or a 2015 sales ratio, but very hot market for apartments right now. I myself, I'm looking for a 2-bedroom apartment right now. I want to move out of the one I'm living in, put 5% down on another one and rent out the one that I'm living in right now, accumulate another unit. But there's nothing to buy. Like I have a search set up for 2-bedroom condos in Abbotsford, and there's like one of them a day coming to market. Like one 2-bedroom condo per day getting listed right now. So yeah, the inventory situation is scarce. Sales have been absolutely rocketing. Prices are going up. So let's talk about what areas are the hottest, starting with Abbotsford detached. Normally I'll just tell you guys which area was the hottest, but they were all hot this month. So East Abbotsford sales ratio for detached, 43%. West Abbotsford, 50%. Central Abbotsford, 46%. And Poplar, which is basically south of Highway 1, is 33% sales ratio. So if we look at the attached portion of the market, condos and townhomes, we have the east side of Abbotsford at a 75% sales ratio. That's disgusting. West, 48%, Central, 49%, and Poplar, south of the highway, 60%. So why is this happening? Well, during the last 4 months of 2022, we saw buyers basically take a breather. Nobody was buying, but nobody was selling either. So what was happening during that time period is prices were basically flat or trickling down a little bit. But during that time period, inventory was just falling off a cliff. Every month, inventory was down, inventory was down, inventory was down. Well, all these buyers that were on the sidelines waiting for prices to go down, the prices didn't go down far enough, and they just had to move. Like, you can only basically put the market on a dead standstill for so long before these people actually have to move. They have kids, they just had a kid, they're getting married, they're changing jobs, whatever. They have to move. So once January hit, everybody decided, all right, the prices aren't down, I need to move, let's move. So all these buyers came back into the market, but inventory didn't go up. So right away in January, this started putting upward pressure on prices. And then what really set the market off was the fact that fixed rates basically went from the high 5s to the high 4s in a couple weeks, somewhere in the middle of February after the whole SVB debacle. So now people are getting mortgages basically 1% lower than they were at the beginning of the year and than they were at the end of 2022. So that, paired with the fact that buyers are just naturally coming in the market, is putting a lot of upward pressure on prices. And here's another thing, 1 million people came to Canada last year. Not exactly, but Canada added 1 million people to its population last year. So there's a hell of a lot more people actually living here than there were 7 or 8 months ago. So fixed rates, buyers coming back into the market, immigration, and just overall buyers' sentiment is a lot better, and I expect there to be upward pressure on prices. Prices will likely continue to go up for the short term here, in my opinion. So if you enjoyed this video, subscribe to my channel, like the video, book that call with me. I'm that Agent Kelly, and I'm making moves to move EU. Peace.